Yesterday, Hawkeye dropped on Disney Plus, and I reviewed the first episode yesterday, but today, just as promised, I'm going to be talking about episode 2 in full spoiler, so spoiler warning. You guys know that I really enjoyed the first episode, and I think this one is maybe even better. There's a lot of things I really loved about this episode. There's a few things that are a little iffy, but so far this show has been really solid. Just like the last episode, my favorite thing about this one is Kate Bishop. I knew that she was going to be my favorite thing about the show, and Hailee Steinfeld is just amazing. And what I really like about this episode too is that it goes for a lot of jokes. The show is so self-aware, but there's also a lot of emotional moments, and they actually work. Like, it actually worked in this episode. I felt like that whole thing with her mom and her mom's like fiance in a way, and you know, he was at that black market auction, so he's a little suspicious in a way, in a lot of ways. And Kate knows, but her mom is a little bit clueless here, and the whole fencing scene really works. And when they go for the emotional moments, it really, like, it hit me. It worked. I really felt it. But they're also able to crack jokes all the time, and the show is extremely self-aware, and I'm really glad it is, because there's this whole thing where, I mean, there's this amazing scene where the suit mafia or something like that, something, I don't know, and they track down Kate Bishop to her apartment, and they throw Molotov cocktails in through her windows, and one of the coolest things I've ever seen in the MCU, Hawkeye, or Clint, catches one and throws it back out to them, which I thought was really awesome. And then obviously they leave the Ronin suit there, and then they have to escape. So one firefighter does pick it up, and then he's like basically doing a professional cosplay in a way, where it's like, they're called LARPers, New York City LARPers, where they like all act out, and if you get hit in the stomach, you're dead, all this. Like, if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. And then Clint tracks them down to there he goes, and they have this really funny scene where he's just going through, he's like, just kill me. The guy's like, you gotta make it look real, come on. And then they have it all like set up, everyone's around them, and the guy's like, he didn't even drink the potion. Like, stuff that's so stupid and like nerdy, but it works because Clint's just like, oh my god, get me out of here. Like, we're seeing the situation through his eyes, so I think that's why it works. We see his perspective on it. I thought that was really funny, and the action was intense and a lot better shot in this episode than the last one. The last one was, again, a very good episode. I like this one just a slight, like just a tiny bit more, but the action in like about half the scenes was a little bit weird, and even like the CGI in the opening I talked about, it was just a little off. I don't even know what it was about that opening of the first episode. There was just something off about it. I don't know if that was just me, but this episode, I feel like everything made sense, and I really love where they're going with it. Yes, just like Loki, and more so the Falcon Winter Soldier, this one is like a 6-hour movie. It picks up right where the last one left off. I probably should have talked about that first, but the last episode ended with oh my god, you're Hawkeye. Who the hell are you? Boom, episode ends. And then this one just picks up exactly with that. And I like the dynamic between Clint and Kate. I think it works really well. If it was like forced or anything, it wouldn't really have worked. And I think that whole interrogation type scene a lot later on in the episode with Clint was pretty funny, where they're all pointing guns at him, and then he just like rips off the handcuffs in a way, and he's just like sitting there, and he really doesn't care. He's like, yeah, can I talk to your manager, like your boss and stuff? And then Kate just like crashes down from the opening. She's like, oh, I thought this was going to be a lot more cool. But then the episode does end quite abruptly. That was the one thing where I was like, oh, it's over? Like, I get it was 50 minutes and a lot happened, but when exciting things, like really exciting things start to happen, then the episode ends. I totally see why they do that, so that people come back for the next week. And I do like how the first two dropped at the same time, but we're also 1/3 through the show, so I'm interested to see how it's gonna, pick up. I'm interested to see what's gonna go on with villains and stuff like that, because right now I'm not 100% sure. Also, Lucky the dog is awesome. I like this dog. The dog's just so cute, and it works. It's just like that added animal. It's probably one of the best MCU animals, and yes, that is saying a lot because there's absolutely none of them, but it's a cute dog. I mean, what else do I have to say? So overall, episode 2 of Hawkeye was once again pretty solid. Not one of my favorite episodes from any of the shows, but I will say I'm really liking this so far. I'm liking it a lot more than What If. I can't really compare it to the other shows though. I don't know if I like it more or less than WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, or Loki yet. I guess I'll just have to see. I want to know where this is going when it comes to like real villains, not just Ronin's ex-enemies, unless they are going down that path. I hope they explore it deeply. I like the relationship between Kate and Clint, and I also think what really works is the dynamic between Kate, Jack, I think that's her mom's fiance, and then her mom, of course, because Kate knows what's happening with Jack and all this stuff, and they hinted it really well with the butterscotch. That fencing scene was amazing. I just think that Jeremy Renner and Hailee Steinfeld here are both great. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it more than the first one? Let me know all that down below. When do you think we'll see Yelena in this show? And thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.